What do you believe holds you back from being where you want to be?
I know there's a word for this and I can't think of it.
Okay.
It's, I guess it's like fear of failure. And the reason I say it is because the hardest thing for me is to start something. The hardest thing, truly, and I have procrastinated with actually going back to what we talked about earlier, binge eating by doing this. If I can open a Logic session, I will record you 40 tracks right now. To open that Logic session is the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
Because getting to that point, I'll be like, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Or the worst one that I need to get over is like, this already exists. Like, I've been getting really into writing music for film trailers recently, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been writing a lot of tracks.
That's awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Knowing you and the music that you like, I feel like you'd be very good at that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where before I go, I'll try to open Logic. I'm talking like clicking that little icon.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, there's so many tracks and libraries that already exist. Why should I bother? I should go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then I don't do it. And then, and I'll sit there for, it's embarrassing to say, but it's true. Like, I'll sit there for an hour, like, finding ways, like, I gotta, like, respond to this person, or I really should do my laundry right now. And it's procrastination to just not get started. And once I get started, flow state kicks in, life is good, and I'll put something that I'm really happy with.
In the second half of that question is, where do you want to be? So I guess what do you see for yourself? Which is a good thing to articulate as a freelance musician, because a lot of times we can get really just kind of stuck in the day-to-day of, we go from gig to gig to gig, and all of a sudden it's like, well, what's the bigger picture? What am I really after?
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up. One of my favorite guitar players is a guy named Tosin Abasi, and he's in a band called Animals as Leaders. They're this, like, I guess, progressive metal band. And I remember they asked him the same question in the interview. It was maybe phrased a little different, but it was like, what were moments in your career that you were like, things are changing, if you will? I don't think that's the right way to phrase that, but like, things are, improving.
Yeah. And
he said, it's hard to say, there wasn't any one moment that changed my life. And
it's cumulative, huh?
Yeah, it's a very cumulative thing. And that question really freaks me out, because it's like, how to answer that question, it's like, well, maybe I'm not aiming high enough, but I think I would just like to be doing more of what I do now, maybe at a higher level. I'm teaching at a college right now that makes me really happy.